and just kind of move right into this presentation. The first question that I'd like to ask you is, where are you at in the cash flow quadrant? Robert Kiyosaki wrote a great book. If you haven't had a chance to pick that up, I encourage you to pick it up. It's called Cash Flow Quadrant, and he talks about how there's 4 styles of people that are out there in the business world. When I got involved in network marketing, my biggest problem is that I was an employee. I had been raised by a dad who was a Superior Court judge. He'd worked for the state of Alaska his entire life. He showed up to work. He stayed till it was time to go home, and when he went home and he was finished. And he said, Dave, what I want you to do with your life is I want you to play basketball in high school, get good grades, get a good education, and go out and get a good job. When I came into network marketing, guys, that mindset didn't work very well for me at all. It took a few years for me to transition my mindset and my beliefs to be able to work like an entrepreneur. What we're going to teach you tonight, guys, is that through the power of network marketing and really the power of learning to market and learning to work with a team, you can move to a business owner mindset and learn how to leverage yourself like you've never done before. Now, everybody in here should be a fan of network marketing, but if you're not, you're crazy. Now, even though network marketing has caused me lots of problems, if I look back over the last few years, when I got involved in the industry, I actually spent about $50,000 on absolutely nothing. Most of it was worthless stuff, trying to learn how to build this business, flying around the country, meeting people who were making $100,000 a month, and I could never really get the secret. I could never really get it. But one thing, guys, that I can tell you is that when you get this industry, all that money I spent, all that time I spent, all those people I spent the time to get to know and get to learn from, it's absolutely been worth it, because today I live in a 1,900 square foot beach house down in Playa Palo Seco, Costa Rica. I'm getting to travel. Just spent the last 7 days on a tropical cruise, masterminding with Cedric Harris. But there's one thing that I've got to say about network marketing, and that's the old school might as well be called dead school. Guys, the ways of the world have changed. The ways of the internet have changed. The ways of building a network marketing community has changed. And real quick, what I want to do is I want to bring out Mr. Cedric Harris to talk a little bit about how the thought process has transferred in the last couple of years as far as how to build a network marketing business.
Well, let's think about this for a second. When I got involved in this industry back in the early 90s, I pretty much did everything that I was taught. The internet wasn't truly around. I mean, let's think about it. You had no choice but to do the 3-foot rule. You had no choice but to call all your friends and family. These things were not options. And even if you did have the internet in the early 90s, you had dial-up. So it took 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to even load up one simple page. But now when we sit back and we look at what's going on in the world today, Bill Gates pretty much stated it the best. If you're not on the internet, you're not in business. But you come across people every single day that say, oh, you can't build your business on the internet. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I sit back and I laugh because it is absolutely hilarious. Just like Dave said, we've been on a cruise for over a week. So I get to come home and I had about 17 checks waiting for me when I came home, but the internet doesn't work. Numerous people were already recruited into my business personally, and I didn't check one email and called one person while I was on a cruise, but the internet doesn't work. Ladies and gentlemen, you must combine the best of both worlds, because the times have definitely changed. And what we've done, we put together something that's absolutely extraordinary, because we understand the number one word inside of network marketing. See, you didn't join a networking business, you joined a network marketing business, and the internet is included inside of that word called marketing. And you've got some of the best that are going to teach you how to do it the right way for a change, so you're not just taking your thumb, licking it, sticking it in the air, and figuring out where the wind is coming from.
Absolutely, Cedric. And you know what? My thought process, guys, it just transformed when I got on. My thought process, guys, excuse me about my voice fading in and out here. I'm kind of pacing back and forth in a hotel room. We had the internet go out when we were trying to get ready for this webinar, rushed over to a hotel. The fact is, guys, we're about to release a game plan over the course of the next 3 or 4 weeks that's going to absolutely permanently change the game of online network marketing forever. You know, for a while in online network marketing, it was reserved for the gurus. I mean, it was reserved for people that were SEO experts and who hunched over a computer all day and that wouldn't leave the house because they sat there and they played with HTML code putting up websites. Well, guys, the time for that has gone, and the time for the old school has gone. There's a better way of doing this business. When I got into network marketing, guys, literally you were a superhero if you could recruit 2 people a month in the company that I was in. Well, guys, just in the last course of the last 9 weeks, I was able to recruit more than 160 people into our network marketing business. But before we get into this, guys, before we get into this information, what I would like to do is I would like to just real briefly talk about a frank discussion about the problems that we have in this business in network marketing. And so let's get right into that. I love the title of this slide because there's going to be 10 people on the message that are going to get it, but it's called Rest in Peace, Dexter. And this has to do with the 2 to 5 year plan of building the business, guys. Hold on just 1 second. Cedric, can I hand this over to you for a sec?
Now, what's the deal with the 2 to 5 years? What's the deal with the 2 to 5 years? Ladies and gentlemen, when you're dealing with the internet, why does it take 2 to 5 years for you to really build your business? I mean, don't you want to have some income right now? Don't you deserve to see that in the next 2 to 5 months instead of the next 2 to 5 years? I mean, do you really have that time? Now, you can build your business and wait, but we kind of like that microwave that's inside of our house. You know, we want things right now. So why sacrifice 2 to 5 years of your life? Why give up all of your family time? Why avoid watching television and watching everything for the rest of your life? Now, everybody knows I'm not a super duper fan of television, but nobody simply said to get rid of every single thing for the rest of your life for the next 2 to 5 years, because at the end of the day, it really doesn't take that long. Now, some people are going to beg to differ with this. However, I can promise you that if they beg to differ with this, they're not utilizing something that we utilize on a everyday basis.
So let's get right into this, guys. The fact is, just in 2010, income creation fast is an absolute requirement to survive in the network marketing industry. Let me tell you guys what's going to happen if you're not able to create income for your distributors fast. What's going to happen is they're going to go online and they're going to type in a review of your company, and they're going to see a video of Mr. Cedric Harris sitting in front of his $1 million house out here in Tampa, Florida, and they're going to call him up and they're going to say, Cedric, teach me how to make money fast, and you're not going to be able to build a business, guys. You got to be able to make money fast today in 2010. But let's talk about why it's not worth it, guys. The reality is that in almost all network marketing companies, the very second you stop producing, your income starts to drop because of attrition. The reason that happens is that because poor, hyped out, overpriced products and faulty compensation models drive your team members away and drive them to look for alternative solutions. But if you can find a way to replace your full-time income